Mauricio Pochettino, that man took just 30 days to win his first trophy as Chelsea head coach. That's right, Chelsea have won the summer series over in the States. Ole, 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 Championes. Look, I'm very happy to see Chelsea win this series. I'm very happy to see Chelsea playing some beautiful passages of football. And I'm very happy to see Chelsea winning games of football. Look, I am not saying, please know that when I celebrate this trophy, when I call it a trophy, it is all done tongue-in-cheek. I do not think that pre-season is the be-all and end-all, far from it. But I used to think something very different and I made a mistake, because what I used to think with regard to pre-season is that it was totally irrelevant. I used to disregard pre-season, whether it was good, whether it was bad. I would say that it didn't mean a thing. Then, in 2015, I went to the summer tour of the States. I went to New York, I went to Virginia, and I went to North Carolina. And I saw Chelsea play in Washington, D.C. and all those games. And we were terrible. We were absolutely atrocious. In every single game that we played, we were beaten and soundly beaten. And then we had a season from hell. So at the time, I was saying, it doesn't matter. We're going to be great. We're champions. We're going to be fine. And it was a total and utter disaster of a season. The clues were in the pre-season, but I wasn't there to pick them up because I was too dismissive of pre-season. Look, it doesn't tell you exactly everything. It doesn't tell you everything that you need to know about a season, but Chelsea playing well, Chelsea winning games, Chelsea looking harmonious, Chelsea looking happy. This is all really, really good news. And I think that just the positivity over in America can be a really good thing. Think of the tumultuous season that we just had. We had a hateful season. There was so much wrong with the season that we just had that it was very important to build a culture of happiness and a culture of winning. And that is what Pochettino has done within 30 days of taking the job. And you can see it in the attitude. The desire is back. The hunger is back. You can see it in every time a player speaks to a journalist. It's there for you to see if you want to see it. Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell excited me, he made me so happy. Ben Chilwell was talking and he was asked something about Pochettino and he said he was ready to run through brick walls for his manager. Ben Chilwell is a class player. I think he really is brilliant and I don't understand why anybody doesn't really rate him. But the fact that he, as one of the more senior players in this very young squad, is saying that I will do anything for this manager. It's not dissimilar to the Pochettino culture that they created at Tottenham. The fullbacks bombing on, being happy, almost being instrumental in everything good that the team did. Think about how brilliant Kyle Walker was, how brilliant Danny Rose was. So this is huge. And simply hearing that Chilwell is happy but dedicated, it's a breath of fresh air. And the way that we've played in this tour, we're undefeated. We have looked so good and we've played on the front foot every single game. And it is just so refreshing off the back of last season. I also think, correct me if I'm wrong here, but in every game, I think that we have looked fitter than the opposition. We have looked sharper, pacier, more ready. It feels like this Chelsea squad at the moment, and I'm sure it's because they're young and they're hungry, but it feels like they are coiled springs ready to launch into a season. And honestly, I've started to get very excited about this season. Look, I'm not suggesting a title challenge or anything like that, but the 5th place will get a Champions League spot. And I think that we are now in contention of it. I didn't think that it were possible for us. I think certain positions are out of the question for us, but the way that we have played on this pre-season tour, it really has made me so happy. And it's because the players really seem to be resonating with just an inner happiness. Do you know what? The trophy lift that we just watched, joyful, wasn't it? How annoying is this, by the way? I hung about for the trophy lift because I thought it was going to be really clever on this review and I was going to tell you who the new captain was. I was like, I'm going to wait for the trophy lift. Whoever lifts the trophy is going to be Chelsea's captain going into the season. That was going to be my big, exclusive. I was like, right, I've worked it out. I'm like Sherlock Holmes. The new captain is... And they did a joint lift. Reece James and Thiago Silva lifted the trophy together. Pochettino knows exactly what he's doing. He's not giving any clues away. Annoying, but brilliant. But anyway, the reason that I was talking about the trophy lift is if you look at the players in the background, they're all so happy, all so convivial, so full of harmony, such a team unity there. And I haven't seen it like that for a long time. It makes me wonder, and I could be getting this completely wrong, but I wonder if one of the good things to come from that pitiful season that we just had and the terrible end to the Frank Lampard era as Chelsea manager is that Lampard could tell Pochettino, the players, to not even meet. You know, just like the one thing that Lampard could contribute was, look, you don't need to give X, Y, and Z the time of day. These are the players that you need to focus on. These are the players that you need to build a squad around. And maybe that is the one good thing to come from last season. So I am genuinely over the moon. And do you know what? I'm going to say something quite bold here. But I think Nicholas Jackson is a star. Like a star. He is so refreshing to watch him play football. To be that direct, that keen, that hungry, that aggressive, that full of spirit. He's so tenacious, so skillful, and just everything you want from a forward. So, do you know what he is? He's a live wire, he's skillful, and he's a nuisance. And they are dream words. Every single one of those words has positive connotations for a forward. And I think he's going to score bags of goals. You know, I wasn't sure when we signed Nicholas Jackson that he was going to be our guy. I thought he might be the backup to a guy, but I felt like maybe Pochettino would want to make it work with Aubameyang. Maybe he'd give Lukaku a clean slate and see if they can make it work. Or maybe we'd buy someone totally different. I don't think we need to. I really don't think we need to. And I also now think, you know, all this back and forth with Brighton, I'm finding quite annoying. The way that they've conducted themselves of holding out, they're saying no. I think now we should draw a line under Caicedo. I really do. Forget it. If we have to sign another midfielder, let's just go out there and sign maybe Lavia or someone like that, right? But the other option, I don't know if I'm getting carried away here, and I possibly am, but the principle is important, and we can't be bent over by Brighton. And I'm thinking, right, Fernandes, very good player. Chukwuemeka today, watch his build-up play. Just watch his contribution. He is truly, truly brilliant. And the way that he performed to create that goal was just outrageously good. So you've got Casadei, Santos, Chukwuemeka, Enzo Fernandez. They've all looked really good. And I just wonder if we could potentially think about building the midfield around them. You know, look, if we can get Caicedo and we can make it work and it's all smooth, then brilliant. But look, our midfield was excellent today. I thought Lewis Hall shone. I thought he looked so good. And Nkunku, like what a player he is. That's a goal last week, a goal this week. He was speaking. I love the way that he spoke at the end of the game. He was asked about how does he feel about being played in different positions. Think about how Lukaku responded to the request from Thomas Tuchel, by the way, to play in a slightly different position. And Nkunku's like, yeah, man, I've loved it. Played in 3 different positions, loved it, love scoring goals, want to learn, want to perfect my craft, want to lend as much as I can to the team. So yeah, it's just excellent. And I think today we've been so fluid, so positive. Jackson and Nkunku are going to terrify defences. There's no doubt about it. Like he is truly brilliant. And this is exactly what we need. We've had a real welcome boost here with this victory and this trophy. You know, we're 2 weeks until the start of the new season? So I think that we can be really pleased with how this squad have performed in America. You know, the forwards have been great. And Pochettino is totally unbeaten. We've had some very difficult games, you know. And look, I know Fulham aren't a great team, and I know they're struggling. I know they're worried about Mitrovic and their manager. And actually, they're yet to win in America. And I think they actually got beat by Brentford and Villa. But look, think about how Chelsea have been. Hall, fantastic. Chukwuemeka, that build up to the second goal. Our midfield is lively. Nkunku, fantastic. Great eye for a goal. Nicholas Jackson, jewel in the crown. Absolute star of America. The defence, it's a shame about Chalobah's injury. It's the only negative from today. But I am really, really excited. And look, I'm not saying a title challenge. But remember, the last time that we didn't have European football to contend with, we won the league. That's all I'm saying to you. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to leave you with that. I'm dreaming about some silverware. Silverware in Champions League football? Buzzing for the Premier League season to be back. I'm so excited. I have loved watching that. It's amazing, isn't it? It's a wonderful time of year this year because we can dream. We can dream. The season is, a couple of weeks away. This is the time. Tonight I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to dream about launching a serious and sustained bid for the Premier League title. Do me a favour. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And one more thing. If you're new around here, my name's Rory. I talk about football loads. So please do click that subscriber button. It would be my honour to welcome you into this community. Have a good night, y'all.